everybody, and welcome to your slightly more challenging song for the week. Now, I know there are some people in the groups who, soon as it's a song from a show or a musical, people immediately go, "Oh, I don't like songs from shows." And I would agree there are certain types of ones which can get a bit sort of formulaic. So there's the sort of all together now sing along type ones, and then there's the very, very over the top sort of love ones. But there are a few songs from shows which are absolute winners, and today's song is one of them. It's Send in the Clowns from A Little Light Music, and it's an incredibly simple song. Musically it's very, very simple because it's just a couple of patterns with a contrasting middle section, but actually I do think it's one of the best show songs ever written, and it's all about the delivery, it's all about the words and all about the pathos, and you get this lovely gentle introduction. It's these four notes again. And the key to it really is what you do with the last word. So it's, isn't it rich? So you have to shake, the vowel dies away. Don't go, isn't it rich? Don't snatch at it, but don't sing through it. Don't go, isn't it rich? So you actually stop the vowel, isn't it rich? And then the sort of final consonant at the end, or in this case the two consonants, the ch sound, is actually separate from it. Isn't it rich? And then the same thing with, are we a pair? So it's all about shape. You lean into them and away. And then it actually makes sense. If you just go, isn't it rich? Are we a pair? It doesn't make any sense. So you're aiming for the start of that long note. Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? And then you get a longer melody. Me here at last on the ground, you in mid-air. And it doesn't say strictly in time. It's not one of these ones banging away. It has a real give and take, rubato, Italian for robbing. So it has a sort of flexibility. Me here at last on the ground, you in mid-air. And I like an ound at the end. So don't go round, but enjoy the ground. Me here at last on the ground, you in mid-air. Send in the clowns. And the clowns. So enjoy the opening, clowns. And a tiny little, don't sing clowns, don't put a z on the end of it. Clowns. Just, leans in and away. And then just tiny little on it, separate from the rest of the note. So let's join those bits together. So from beginning. Isn't it rich? Are we a pair? Me here at last on the ground, you in mid-air. Send in the clowns. Then it's the same tune, different word, but exactly the same things then apply. Isn't it bliss? So bliss, and then little s. Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, round, enjoy the round. One who keeps tearing around, one who can't move. And just sort of relax those last four notes. One who can't move. No hint of a one who can't. Whatever you do, don't slide. One who can't move. Where are the clowns? And then just finish off with, send in the clowns. So let's go from, isn't it bliss? Ready, 2, 3. Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around, one who can't move. Where are the clowns? Send in the clowns. Then we go to a middle section, which has a little bit more movement, more sense of direction heading forward, and a little bit louder, a bit richer. So then when you get to this tune, just when I'd stopped opening doors, same thing, stopped. Yeah, so anything stopped, whatever you do, don't sort of snatch that one, but stopped. And then the same thing with opening doors. Finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours. So a bit of give there. Finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours. Making my entrance again with my usual flair. When you get to there, there's a really odd note to pick out. So up to then it's been all fairly straightforward. Just when I stopped opening doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours, it all makes sense. Making my entrance again with my usual flair. Then a very odd note to get. Sure of my lines. Sure. It's one of those ones, I can only get it right by frowning. Sure of my lines. And lines is lovely. Lines. So what's interesting about them, it's not just in terms of enjoy the closing, enjoy the opening of it as well. So don't go lines, but line. It's one of those. Think of the MGM line going, row, lines. As I say, you have to sort of frown to get that one. So after you've done usual flair, short of my lines, no one is there. So let's do that middle section, just when I stopped. So a bit more movement, a bit more sense of direction, and a little bit stronger. And go. Just when I stopped, opening the doors, finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours. Making my entrance again with my usual flair. Short of my lines, no one is there. Then it's back to the first tune. Don't you love a farce? My fault I fear. I thought that you'd want what I want. Sorry, my dear. But where are the clouds? There ought to be clouds. Quick send in the clouds. And it just tails off. So you go back to the little fragment bit. But where are the clouds? Going quite breathy. There ought to be clouds. Quick send in the clouds. Oh, so it really, really tails off. Very under the voice, very breathy. Sprechgesang, Sprechzimmer, said to you before, that mixture of speaking and singing. And then we go back, middle section again. So different words. What a surprise. Ready, go. What a surprise. We could foresee. I'd come to feel about you what you felt about me. Why only now when I see that you've drifted away. Then the odd note. What a surprise. What a cliché. Then it's almost a reprise of the opening section. Isn't it rich? Isn't it queer? Losing my timing this late in my career. And where are the clouds? Quick send in the clouds. So it's really sort of gently winding down. It gets slower and slower. And then the end. Don't bother. There's a big gap. You've got to build the suspense. Don't bother. They. And you hold that last one. It gets quieter and quieter. And Don't let it get too quiet too quickly, otherwise it'll just crack. It'll just go here, and you'll sort of think, oh, the sound stopped. So you sort of carry on singing through it, but just try and just very, very imperceptibly get quieter. Here. And it almost just ends up just as breath coming out. I mean, the definitive, I think the absolute definitive brilliant performance of this was Judi Dench a few years ago. And if you stick Judi Dench, Send in the Clowns, it's on YouTube, she does the most extraordinary ending to this, absolutely brilliant. I think for a generation of people maybe who just thought she was an actress, didn't realise her background was in musical theatre, they were completely stunned by it. But it's worth a listen. It's worth a listen just to hear how she actually sort of wrings out the emotion and the pathos, particularly in that last verse. And in the way that she performs it, when we do get to that last verse, the "Isn't it rich?" I think it sort of gets slower and slower. It's a sort of, if you think of a musical box, it's just unwinding by slowing down a little bit towards the end. And it wants to do that before really fading away to nothing. So all the way through from the beginning. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed today's song. As ever, please send me your comments or suggestions. Take care. See you soon.